Hello, and how are all of you? Allow me insight. Yeah, let the ads play. Guess what I did, Pita? Today I opened my live stream on Google Chrome. I opened my live stream on Google Chrome, and I'm able to see the chats. When I open it on Google, I cannot see the chats. I opened it on Google Chrome, and I can see the chats on my laptop. I was thinking, about this thing. So what I'm going to do is, when I go casting, I will open the casting also on the Google Chrome, and I will see if the comments and my video also is coming. I will see about that. Then I will try go live. Let me see. I will try go live and see if go live will come. So let me see. So I'll try the casting today, and if that is okay, then I'll try go live tomorrow. So I can now see the chats. So nice, I can see the chats here. I don't have to look somewhere else now. And I can comment also back again. So when I go here now, I'm on my button channel only, but I'm on Google Chrome. Okay. Now when I click on the show your support, I have a yen sign, not a dollar sign. I have the yen sign. It speaks about super stickers and super chats. But I know you said to go into what is this? Engage with your audience. Question and answer. Start a poll. Okay. First, let me just set this up. I just started live stream. Thanks. So let's just see. Let me see. Let me see. By the light thou hast shone, there a city so bright, where the land goes to light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me on. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me on. Let me stand, let me see. By the light thou hast shone, there a city so bright, where the land goes the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me on. Do, 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 do. I connect. That's how I connect. That's how I connect. Now which one is this? Which one is this? Confusion. The connection. Well, Lucille, you picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. With four hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times. This time the hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. The family and church blessings does matter in a way like karma does. Just living together is okay. Marriage, uh, Arling CK watching while working. Nilin baby, the family and church blessing does matter in a way like karma does. No more explanation. Main side. Lucille, no more explanation. Do you think the majority of people in Philippines, or let me word it differently, take Philippines for example, many people are not even married but they have kids. In my time when I was growing up, it was taboo. It was real taboo. We were not, such kids were not accepted by society. Today the world is different. Today the world is accepted. So marriage is compulsory, but having kids out of marriage is okay. Because today we find not just Philippines, but the world over, many people are living together and then they have kids also without getting married. So is marriage really necessary or compulsory? You can go to the church, you can just make your own vows, you can just pledge that you would like to be together, but just having a big marriage ceremony and everybody attending and blah blah blah, is that really necessary? So we can talk from the religious aspect of it. Yeah, marriage is necessary from that point of view, but in today's world, is it really necessary? Because people are having kids out of wedlock, right? They're having kids out of wedlock. So where comes marriage then? So is that okay? Okay, I will count your harang, but it has to be from the same account. Okay, it has to be from the same account. Hello, everyone, says Stephen. Stephen, had your dinner? Or you will have it shortly. You picked a fine time to leave me. See. I just thought to change my live streams a little bit. No dinner yet. Okay, must be you just must have just arrived home. Usually you have your dinner while you are watching my live stream. One day left to go, Stephen. One day. Then 4 days off. Relax. Keep your legs up. Relax. There's one more night to go. Hello, Veronique. Bonjour, bonjour. Comment ça va, Veronique? Comment ça va? Nice to always see you here. Stephen and Veronique, can you answer the poll? Can you please participate in the poll and give your reasons? Très bien, merci. Moi, très, très, très bien. I'm very happy because I started my live stream on Google Chrome. And because I started on Google Chrome, I'm able to see the comments on my laptop. I'm able to see the comments on Google. On Google, I'm not able to see it. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try also casting when I do it. I will open it here and I will see. Okay, now I cannot see the video also on casting. So I will see if I can see the video and the this. Then I will try tomorrow go live together and see on Chrome. Okay, so Stephen, I think marriage is important if children are going to be involved. But that's what I'm saying, Stephen. Today's world, in our days when we were growing up, it was taboo if you had a child out of wedlock, right? The child was called a B, right? That was the term that was given to the child and called B. But in today's world, it's rampant. All over the world, it's rampant. People are having children out of wedlock. So just getting general opinions, like, just very your thoughts, like, so for me, it is like children are being born without marriage. So is marriage really necessary? And later on, I will give you a secret about my life. I'll give you a secret about my life. I'll give it later on. Let me get some more people, and then I will tell you something also later on. Okay, it's a very big aspect. It's a very big aspect of my life. I've never shared it openly. I've never shared it openly with anybody. But I will share it today on this. Okay, I will share it today. So I will share my personal example. So yes, Veronique, what do you think? Is marriage really necessary? Because in my growing up days, yes, it was very necessary. You couldn't think. The child was ill-treated. The child was called all sorts of names. Called People had to move house and home, hide the identity of the child, start life somewhere else. Many things were involved in things like that. Today it is rampant. Today, even there are people who have become famous in the world, actors, actresses, celebrities in different fields who were born out of wedlock. It's accepted today. Nobody looks down on them. In fact, they have become famous celebrities also. So there are many that have been born out of wedlock. And today, nobody looks down on them. No one frowns. No one calls them names. It's just become an acceptable fact today. So, so even though children are involved, children are already being born out of wedlock today. And not just today, it has been carrying on for more than a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades also, if I'm not mistaken. Just to give you another example, there is a Indian actor, okay, an Indian actor. He's already had kids, grown-up kids, and all that he's had, and he fell in love with his co-star. Okay, she was single, of course, but he fell in love with the co-star, and then they married. He was not yet divorced. He's not a Muslim to have 2 and 3 kids. No, I mean 2 and 3 wives and 4 wives. No, he's not a Muslim. Okay, but they just went ahead and had their own kids, and now their kids also are very famous in acting, and they are big now. They are acting. So that's what I'm saying. This kind of a thing happened even years ago, and they are all successful actors, actresses, looked up, respected by society. You know, they're respected by society. So is marriage really necessary? Marriage is supposed to make more stable family, but doesn't always work. Yes, true. It's supposed to. I agree with you. You know, you feel like being married, you are committed to each other, like, so, but it doesn't work, right? It doesn't work that way anymore. For me personally, marriage is a sacred trust that I will not violate. I'm married to Martha for life. Yes, true, true, true. True. In a way, I'm just asking general opinion also. You don't really need to be personal. Though I will mention personal, but like I told you about the Indian actor and actress, it's open knowledge. Everybody knows. You Google and find out who it is. I don't want to take names, but you Google and find out, and you will find. And that's just one instance I'm giving. Okay, one instance I'm giving. Uh, there was something else I thought of, and I was about to say. What was it? I read your comment and I forgot the train of thought. Uh, it may come back to me. It may come back to me. It may come back to me. There are situations that I fully understand why they don't get married. Yeah, true, true. I take a country like Philippines, right? I'm sorry if I mentioned Philippines, but I'm saying it's rampant that when people get married, the husbands are leaving and starting families elsewhere, right? It's rampant. And then that poor lady's life is ruined, like in a way, forever. Okay, cannot get married again. Why? Because Philippines has no divorce, right? So why get married, right? Why have the institution of marriage, and yet Philippines will condone people not getting married but having kids. In old days, the church would be very strong on this matter, but I think now the church turns a blind eye as well. And believe me, I've grown up as a Roman Catholic also. Okay, I've grown up as a Roman Catholic, so I'm not I'm not going against any religion or speaking against religion. I don't like to talk religion, but I'm just connecting the general views because I'm going to tell you about my life. I'll tell you about my life, and that will serve as a real eye opener and example. So I got married in 1970, 1977. Yeah, 1977. I got married. No, 1979. Sorry, I got married in 1979. Yeah, my wife is gone. I've forgotten now. No, 1979. 1979, I got married because in 1980, I went to Muscat, Oman, and we were just 1 year married at that time. Yes, so it was 1979 we got married. So, yes, Stephen, Oh, Veronique says that, not Stephen. Veronique says, for me, marriage is a. Oh, there are situations. Veronique says, for me, marriage is a choice and not guarantee forever. True. There are so many people, they get married and then they are divorcing maybe within a year, some divorcing within a couple of months, right? Within a couple of months, people are divorcing within a couple of years. Yeah, I thought about what I wanted to say. Yeah, and guarantee forever. I have one daughter married and the other not. Both are living in happiness. For me, marriage is when you want to share with family and friends. Yes, marriage is just a show, but then tomorrow when it breaks up, then all those people will talk. Oh my God, they got married not even 6 months, not even 1 year, and yet the marriage is broken. What kind of a marriage was it, and how did they manage? How did they ever get married together? First of all, all got the chismis, right? Gossip, all gossip takes place after that, So, yes, Veronica, I tend to agree with that. I tend to agree. Okay, the other reason I thought about something. Okay, there's this couple I know. Okay, this couple I know, they had two kids. All right, India couple I know, two kids. Okay, and not getting along, not getting along. And the reason not getting along because the wife was, with all and sundry. She was even involved with the school kids, though she was not teaching in the school. She was teaching elsewhere, but the husband was teaching in the school, and so she was involved even with the student. And though she had two kids also. So I always, I never believed in divorce. But, when I saw that family, I saw the kids, and I saw the man, what a devoted man he was, devoted father, devoted husband, but had a wife like this. So at that time, my whole outlook in life changed about marriage. My whole outlook in life changed about marriage. And I said, I think it's best they are divorced. And the kids were very young, very young. But I said, it's always best if they get divorced. I always said that it's best if they divorce and go their separate ways. And finally, ultimately, it did happen that way. Not that I advised anybody, but it did happen that way. So that one family which I saw, I really, felt my attitude change to marriage. What is marriage? Just a show to people or whatever that is? No, two people can be living happily. Like Veronique said, they are still living happily together. People can live happily together. I have seen, I have seen in the place in Pune where I've grown up, there was an elderly couple, elderly, real grey, old, dawdling. But when they are walking down the road, they will be holding arm in arm and walking, arm in arm. They had grown up kids. They have two sons and one daughter. And did they have a daughter? I think they had two sons. None of the sons would even take care of the parents. You know, None of the sons would take care of the parents. I remember when we used to go for the church functions and all that at St. Patrick's Cathedral, we used to go for the church functions. Uh, I don't know how they would come over there, but there would be nobody to drop them back home. So I had a car, ambassador car at that time. So I and my wife and myself, we both decided, oh, any function and all that. So we used to go, we used to pick them up, bring them for the function, and then take them back for the function. And their son is coming by car, living in the same house. The son is coming by car, but he comes with his family. He doesn't worry about his parents. So we used to pick them up and we used to drop them back home. It was another direction of our home, but not so far to drop them off. So we used to do that. And then whenever we used to see them, they used to come down into our colony side. Whenever we used to see them in our colony, they used to come visiting friends and relatives, because they used to stay this side before. We used to see them always arm in arm, arm in arm. Old, they were really old, dawdling couple now, but arm in arm, you know. So ultimately, like whether you're married, not married, if you want to live together, you can share a life together, till old, till death do us part, right? Till death do us part. You can always share the thing. I met Martha in October 1996 and we got married January 1997. Wow, few months only. This is Martha's second marriage, but my first, right? Yeah, few months only, true. But in our time, Stephen, you're not that far behind me, maybe a decade or so behind me. So at that time, yes, marriage was an institution. Marriage was an institution. Lucille says whatever. No, we are just having just a general discussion. But I'm just giving examples from people associated with my life. I'm just giving examples, so about that. So, like this couple I was talking about, when they died, you should see how the son, especially the elder son, he grabbed everything and all that, sold off all their property, everything. He had his own business and all, sold off property and all, migrated to Australia. The younger brother, he used to make him work like a slave. He used to make him work like a slave over there. Heartless fellow. How he took care of his son and his daughter here. How did he do that? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how he did that. I really do not know how he did that. So it's very sad. So seeing that couple, where I said no, I never believed in divorce, but I said no. It's best in the interest of the kids that they get divorced. That changed my attitude in life. Otherwise, I believe marriage was a sacred institution. I always believed that, but that changed my life. A couple of years down the line. How many years was it down the line? 1982, 83, 84, 1983, 84. 84, my daughter was born. But I saw that couple, and I wish they get divorced, and they did finally get divorced. Nowadays, some young people are afraid of marriage, but on the other side, in France, we have a lot of marriage exhibitions to choose dress, suit, restaurant, ceremony, etc. Yeah, I miss the harang now playing with other CP. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't come continuously on one. It doesn't come on one. It just by chance you may get it one after the other, but it normally plays on others. YouTube says, it will play on different ads will come frequently, but it will play on different. It will not go to the same person. It will go to different ones. I am just refreshing my screen every 5 minutes, and it's playing. I'm not getting the normal ads. I'm just refreshing every five or whenever I think of it, because sometimes I'm involved. So far you've had only one harang. Me inside, only one. I'm counting, and I'm already into 40 minutes of my live stream. 40 minutes of my live stream, and only one you had. Whereas I've been refreshing it, and I've had three because I forgot earlier. It's just now I'm started refreshing. So it is my third one going now. Both two angels. A third angel has come automatically. A third angel has come automatically, but the other two I refreshed. I have three harang so far. Stephen, oh, you've had three so far, but Peter has had only one. Hmm. So this now. So I'll give you now. I'll give you my example. Okay, I'll give you my example. I have gone through many religions. Okay, I have. I was born as a Catholic. I've told you all before. Also, I was even serving as an altar boy. Okay, I was even serving as an altar boy when the prayers were in Latin. In those years, when it was in Latin, I was serving as an altar boy also. I was brought up in a Catholic school, in a Catholic boarding school, run by Jesuits. The principal was a Jesuit. We had all Jesuit priests taking care of us. Many of them were teaching also. So, always in a Catholic environment. I remember an uncle of mine used to sell rosaries and crosses and all these kind, Bibles and all this. And he used to all come and see me very often. I think once a month he would come and see me, So that my wife was a very staunch Roman Catholic, very, very staunch Roman Catholic, never missing a Sunday mass and things like that. So, long story short, when we were to get married, now I changed. Okay, I became a Jehovah's Witness, then I gave that up. left school to become a minister, then went back to school because realized all, the Jehovah's Witness also I realized, all talk, all talk. They are so many are not following. Many are following, but many others are standing and preaching, not following. So I gave up and joined school again and finished my high school. Then that school was a Protestant school, so I started the Protestant. Okay. Now over there, I mentioned it that sometime before, so sorry if you've heard it before and you're hearing it again. But being a Protestant school, I said, okay, let me join the Protestant church. So I joined. I became the secretary of the youth group, and we began to, we had a good set of kids and all. Their father was in a band, and all three of them were playing and singing. The girl used to sing, and the two boys used to play and all. So, they brought their own instruments. We decided to have jam sessions. We started with jam session, then 5 minutes of prayer, and then, Bible study. And then 5 minutes Bible study became longer and longer. And when people realized, they stopped coming. Okay. So nobody's really interested in religion, right? They stopped coming. So I said, okay, till today I say I remained in the Protestant religion, but I don't go to church. I don't go to church regularly and make a big show and pray. And I just sit at home and pray whenever I want to pray. Many times I do go to a church. If I'm passing by, I go to a church, just sit down. When the church is not crowded, it's empty, very peaceful it is. Very peaceful, because I hate the prayers. Our Father what in heaven, I'll finish, the prayer is over. What is the meaning in the prayer? There is no meaning in that prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, that's such a blessed prayer. But the way it's said today, it's like gone. In very full of grace and all, it's gone. The prayer is over. Just a repetition, no meaning. It's just words coming out. There's nothing going from here. So, my outlook in life. Okay, main side, second one. So my outlook in life, towards religion kept changing. So even the Protestant, when I was there, then I said, what is religion? You can sit on the potty and pray to God if you want, right? You don't have to go to a church to pray. But I do pass by an empty church. It's very nice and quiet, to sit down and pray. So deviating a bit from the point of marriage. So when it came to my turn and when it came to marriage, so that time you can say I'm a Protestant, my wife is a Catholic. So we went to one. Now my wife stayed in one place, and she was belonging to a particular parish. And we have our parishes according to the place you are staying. All right. And it's a very small, it's a very, what should I say, dicey borderline that was separating, that was separating. So when we went to that church where my wife used to attend, I used to attend another church, the St. Mary's Church. My wife used to attend another parish. So when we went to my wife's parish, the girls, so from the girls' side, we'll go to the church where the girl is, right? She's attending there. So we went there. When we went there, then the priest says, oh, I'm so sorry. You cannot get married in this church because where you are living, you are actually belonging to the other parish. You don't come under our parish. No, but Father, we've been coming here from kids, from babies. We have been coming here. We have been baptized and all that. So I want to get married in this church. No, this is not our jurisdiction. You belong to that other church, St. Mary's. Go to that church and bring a no objection certificate. My real story. Go there, bring a no objection certificate, and then if you bring a no objection certificate, we can get you married over here. So we went to the other church. Long story short, that church said, no, you are going, telling my wife, you are going to that church because it's very convenient. The market is close by, so you can go and you can do your marketing and come back and all that. Can you imagine the priest? This is what the priest was telling us. Do your marketing and everything, and then you can come. So that's why for piece of convenience you're going when you belong to this. So sorry, I'm not giving you a no objection. And that was the time I turned on and I told the priest, I said, Father, you are getting pregnant women married in church, and we are coming to you honestly and we are asking you for marriage, and you are refusing. So we had a run around and we went back to the church and said they are refusing to give a NOC. The church said, then we cannot get you married over here. So long story short, we both had a civil marriage. We can get married in the Anglican church, but my wife was a very staunch Roman Catholic. I'm not getting married in the Protestant church. So we went and we had a civil marriage. Okay, let me read Aling's comment. There's more to come of this story. In Catholic, marriage is important because they believe that they need blessings from God too, and that piece of paper hold them together no matter what happened. Then it can also protect you both. The piece of paper doesn't protect people. People leave the marriage. People leave the marriage. Okay, people leave marriage in a short time. In 6 months, 1 year, also people are leaving marriage. Sometime after the kids have grown big, then they go separate ways. Correct? They live together for the kids, but as soon as the kids are big, then they go separate ways. I have seen from you know example, if you're not married, you cannot use the benefits of your husband, wife in hospitality or in other things. Okay, now that may be. So again, the marriage only becomes a piece of convenience, right? So that you can use the husband's, wherever he is, or the benefits or whatever it is. So you're getting married only as a piece of convenience, right? Only as a piece of convenience. So then, that is what it is. That's why I'm saying, is marriage really necessary? You know, maybe you are a wife and you're working somewhere and you get the benefits from your company. So you don't need your husband's benefits, right? You get it from your company, right? So that's another thing. Stephen, Martha and I went often to church until COVID shut the church. We went to, it never opened. Oh, and I haven't gone to another. Martha sometimes goes to a church her brother goes to when I am working. Okay. In France, we can have a religious marriage or civil marriage, going at town, all or both. Yeah. So finally, we had to have a civil marriage because my wife didn't want to get married in the Protestant church. And so many people who knew my wife, she grew up in the same school, like where I passed out from. So many of the teachers said, come here, get married here in the church. What's in that? What is religion? Catholic, Anglican, Protestant? What is the difference? And my wife was staunch Catholic, but yet she agreed to the civil marriage. So we had a civil marriage. Okay. Now, fast forward to a couple of years when we had the kids. Now, when we had the kids, we went to, we were now in another city, not in Bombay. We were in another city called Pune, where I worked in that school for 10 years. So we were there in that school. All right. So when my daughter was born, we went to, there again was another church we used to go. All right, we used to go. So when we went to that church, same problem. That church said, oh, you're from this school. No. Where are you living? Oh, you're living here. This side of the school belongs to another parish. And we had a road, and the other side was our playground and everything. And there were some staff quarters there. If you were living in the staff quarters that side, then you come under this parish. So just a road dividing, you come under the parish. And there again, the priest repeated the same thing because that parish was near the main market. That was the only market in Pune to go, where we were staying. That was the only market. He mentioned the same thing what the Bombay people said. Yes, it's a piece of convenience. You'll come here so that you can do your Sunday marketing and then go home and blah, blah, blah. So again, we went to the other priest. When we went to the other priest, to that other parish, it was only in a local language, not in English. It was only in a local language. And it was only on a Sunday. And it was only on a Sunday morning or something like that. It was, Sunday morning you had to have it. And so like this, there were all these conditions and all that. And then it was not a single baptism. You couldn't get baptized when you wanted. You had to wait because it was a group baptism. So many children. So you had to wait for a date when there were many children, and only on that date you will get baptized. Too many conditions. And the main factor was that it was in the local language. So, you know, So when we were, then another thing is, I told her, and told him, long haired priest, huh? Long hair and all the priest had. From the south he was, black as the ace of spades, long hair and all. So he, finally I told him, I said, no problem, father, no problem. I'm Anglican. I will take my kids and baptize them in the Anglican church. And the Anglican church was just at the side of my school. I said, I will baptize them. Oh my God, when I said that, you should have seen that priest's expression on his face. He turned on to my wife and said, you are a Roman Catholic. You married an Anglican. And I said, I just told him, yes. That's another thing. The church said to get married, you have to sign an agreement that your children will be brought up as Roman Catholics. I said, yes, I'm willing to sign that also. I'm willing to sign that also. But anyhow, the no objection didn't come, so we had to have a civil marriage. So he said, you know, I said, he said, and you are marrying an Anglican, you are married an Anglican, and he started out, Anglicans, they don't belong to God, blah, blah, blah. What? The way he kept on with my wife, he was like saying like we are heathens or pagans or something like that. Anglican and Roman Catholic and Protestant are the two main religions in Christianity. The two main religions in Christianity, and I think Christianity has about 100 different types of religions. Okay, but Roman Catholic and Protestant are the two major ones, and he's condemning Protestants. And he said, no, I'm not giving. Same thing the priest said, no objection. He said, I'm not giving no objection. You will have your kids baptized over here. So on the way back, when we got a three-wheeler, it's called a rickshaw, when we were coming back, I just told my wife, can we just go to the Protestant priest? Can we just go and just speak to him? You don't make any decision. I'm not asking you to make a decision. You want to get the kid baptized on the day that they are appoint and everything, it's your choice. But if you want, we just go and speak to him. I just tell him what the situation is like. So we went because it's on the way. The church was, the school is here, the church is here, and opposite was his house. A big bungalow was there for him. So we went over there. And then we just spoke. Now, just to give you a little background, though I'm an Anglican, when I was teaching in Muscat, Oman, there was like a vice principal. He never had a designation, but he did the job also and plus teaching. But during a December break, we got very close to each other, like, friends. He used to make this pepper water, rasam. I loved it. So we used to share food when we cooked and all that, and we became friends, like. So when he found I'm an Anglican and my wife is Roman Catholic, he said, which church do you go to? I said, she goes to her church, I go to my church. He said, you know, now it's okay, but when you get kids, it's going to be a problem. How you going? You're going to your church and she'll go to her church. And where will the kids go? You know, you have to go as a family together. And he said, what is religion? Anglican, Protestant, whichever church you're going to pray to God only, right? Same God it is, right? So from the Bible, same God. So what is the difference? He made me understand that. So when I came back, whenever I could, I would go to the Catholic church, to the Anglican church, I would go. But on Sunday mornings, when my wife was going to the Catholic church, I would accompany her to the Catholic church. And so when the kids came also, we would go to the Catholic church, when the kids were born. But kids were born in Pune, right? But we would be going, before the kids were born also, we would be going to the Catholic church together. And Anglican church, I would go whenever, Anglican church, I would go any other time. Maybe once in a way when there was some special occasion, I would tell her, like, is it okay if I go here and you go to your church? And, very rare that was. Harang, thank you, thank you. Religious marriage is an undertaking according to our religion, and it is not easy. Yeah, it's just a religious belief, right? Harang from Stephen. So, yes. So then, what happened was, we went and met the priest. So the priest was very surprised to see the whole family coming. Like, he knew about the family, but he was surprised to see all of us coming. And we came with the baby, right? So we were looking at each other. And I said, okay, do you want me? And he said, what's happened? Is there some problem? So we said, yeah, we have a little bit of a problem. Our daughter is born now, so we want to get her baptized. So what is the thing that we need, if we want to get her baptized in the Anglican Church? He said, you can baptize whenever you want. He said, there's no problem. Whenever you want, you can get your daughter baptized. We said we would like to have it on a Saturday, not a Sunday. We'd like to have it on a Saturday, and if we can, Saturday morning or something like that. So he said, where are most of your guests? Because he knew we had come from Bombay, right? Where are most of your guests coming from? We said, most of the guests and family and all are all coming from Bombay. So he said, I would suggest instead of morning, you have it in the afternoon, a late afternoon, because if you're if the people are coming mostly from this and the family members and all are coming and friends are coming mostly from Bombay, it takes them time to travel, right? So he said, they can leave in the morning, they can come here. Then you have in the afternoon, you have early afternoon, late afternoon, whatever is convenient. You have the baptism whenever you have wanted. And evening, you'll have a party and all that, I'm sure. So they can have a party and all. And if they want, they can stay over if you're keeping them, or they can go back by the night train, they can go back home by the night train. So he put forward this suggestion. So I just looked at my wife and then I looked at him. And then I said, okay, Father, if that is the case, then how much do we pay? Because in the Catholic Church, everything is payment. Oh, for baptism, so much, for funeral, so much, and everything. I'll give you the example of the funeral also. So, okay, how much do we have to pay? He said, pay for what? I said, for the baptism, church service, and all. You have to pay something? And he says, no, there's no payment for that. For what should I have payment? I said, at least the certificate that you are issuing, you must be, have some payment for the birth certificate. I mean, baptism certificate that you're issuing. There must be some kind of payment for that. And he said, oh, you're talking about the baptism certificate payment. Okay, whatever payment you want to give, just put it into the church collection box. Whatever payment you want to give, if you feel you want to give a payment, just put it into the church collection box. I looked at my wife and myself. We looked at each other. I said, "Okay, thank you very much, Father." And then I said, "Should I tell Father what happened?" So she said, "Okay." So I told him. I gave him the whole story. We came from this parish, that parish running, and then what this priest said. You have to do it on this day, blah blah. Then he turned around and said, "He said, I am not the authority. God is the authority, not me. God has only put me in the church so that I will do service for the people. If somebody comes in the middle of the night knocking on my door and says, Father, I need to go to church, I need to pray to God, I need to go to church and pray. I cannot say, oh, it's middle of the night now, please go away. This is not the time to go to the church and pray to God. No, I'm only a custodian of the church appointed by God. So I would take my keys, I would open the church, let them pray, and when they finish, I would come. So he says, no, you can get baptized anytime. There's no problem. I've already told you. You suggested morning, I just gave you a suggestion, but it's left up to you. Whenever you want, you can have it. Whatever time you want, you can have it. I will be there to baptize your child. What a contrast, what a difference between the Protestant priest and the Anglican priest and the Roman Catholic priest. So second time we had a problem with the Roman. Actually, this was the third time. I'll tell you the second time in between. So third time we've had a problem with the Roman Catholic priest. So marriage time, baptism time. 1982, we moved to this place called Pune. We moved there, and in September, we came there hardly in July. In September, my wife's father passed away. So he passed away so quickly. Stephen again Harang. Okay. So we quickly went to Bombay. We said, please hold on for the funeral, hold on the funeral. We are coming. So we quickly left and we went to Bombay. So when we arrived over there, now the funeral was supposed to be in the evening. Okay, it was supposed to be in the evening. So when we went over there, just one second. I just want to refresh the page for ads. Yeah, just to refresh. Oh no, to refresh the page for ads. The window only closed. So immediately we went down to Bombay, and straight away we just went to the home. We saw the my mother-in-law, like everything and all, and then we said, "Come on, let's go to the parish." So we went to that parish. We went to that parish, and we were waiting for the priest who was going to come to the home and serve the mass. Waiting, talking. He's supposed to be talking to someone. Waiting. I think we waited over an hour and a half to 2 hours. Can you believe that? In the end, I told my wife, now we want to go back to the bereaved family, right? We want to go back over there. So quickly, what we did, I barged into his office. He's talking to a young chick. He's literally sitting and talking to a young chick who was dressed very immodestly. He said, "How dare you enter my?" I said, "I'm sorry, father. We have been waiting 1.5 to 2 hours. I don't think your meeting here is so important as much. You have a funeral to attend later on. We have to discuss some things about the funeral." And he told that young girl, okay, please just let me discuss with them. And she left. And then I told him, "So, father, what time is the funeral? Funeral is so and so time at this cemetery. What time are you going to be coming to the house?" He said, "I need you to pay my taxi fare. I need to come by taxi. So you need to pay my taxi fare. You need to pay my taxi fare to the cemetery." And the cemetery was pretty far away. "You need to pay my taxi fare to the cemetery and then my taxi fare back home to the church." "Okay, father, and then you have to pay this, that 101 things." We have to make all the payments. So we made the payments. The graves are separate. This is only payment for the church, for him to come and pray. For him to pray over the dead body is payment. Okay, so we went. Steven says, "Have a good day, Veronic." Veronic, I was very happy to participate in this live stream. Wish to all a nice. Okay, have a good weekend. Thank you, Veronic, for being here. So we said, okay, fine, father. You pay the taxi money. You pay the taxi money, and you come, and we will reimburse you for it. Okay. It was not such a long distance, short distance. It was. We'll reimburse you for that. And we had arranged buses, to take the people because they were there for so many years, very popular, so many neighbors, so many people. So we booked, buses. I think 2 or 3 buses we booked, just to take the people to the cemetery. So he arrived by taxi. He arrived at the home and all that. We said the prayers and all that. And then after that, he kept saying, "Okay, by taxi, taxi. Okay, I have to take a taxi and all that." We said, "Yes, father, we'll get you a taxi. Wait, come." I pushed him into the damn bus. I literally. So, father, just go in, father. We'll see. We'll see. I pushed him into the bus. Take off. Father had to travel by bus with the other people to the cemetery. He was furious. Livid. Anyhow, he said the prayers at the cemetery. After that, he said, "I want the bus and I paid so much money." "Yes, father, I understand you paid so much money." Okay. So we gave him extra to cover the fare back again. We gave him extra and we paid him off and he took a taxi and went home. So this was the second time. So first was marriage. Second time was my father-in-law's funeral, and third time was baptism for my kid. So long story short, my kids were baptized as Anglican. Okay. When the second one was born, I looked at my wife and said, "What about baptism?" And she said, "What? Don't ask me this question. You know what? We have to get them baptized as an Anglican." I said, "Okay." So again, we went to the priest, spoke to him and all. Again, we had the same thing. No problem, no payment, no nothing. We just put donation, whatever we wanted. We put a donation there in the box and that's it. So that is. But later on, when I had gone to the Gulf, I went back to Dubai, right? I got a job in Dubai and I had gone. And the kids were, of a little age. So then we have a very good family friend over there. We built up a good relationship with a very good family friend, very nice. So he also used to serve Mass and communion. He used to serve communion and all in the church, St. Patrick's Cathedral. So we spoke to him, and his mom. And his mom was well known and well respected. So they said, "Don't worry." We told them the whole story about, story what I told you about the kids' baptism and all. So they said, "Don't worry, we know one priest. We'll speak to the priest." So they spoke to the now. Before that, when we first decided to go to that parish priest, that cathedral, we go to the parish priest. That same priest who was in the other church that said bring no objection, who was saying in the local language, mass baptism, no individual baptism. He was the parish priest here. The minute we saw him, we turned back and we came back and we told this guy, he said, Percy, not this guy. This is what he is the guy that told us all those things about Anglican and this, that, and all that. Oh, he said, okay, I know another priest. So he spoke to the other priest. He said, okay, I fixed up. You tell me when the baptism. So my kids were pretty big, like, my daughter was already 8 years old, 7 years old, something. Both got baptized. My younger one is 3 years younger, but both got baptized then. So they were pretty big. They both got baptized as Catholics. They both got baptized as Catholics. Because for me, it is no difference, religion. And when the kids grow big, anyhow, they will make a choice. I made my choice. I was born and brought up as a Catholic. I went, I served as an altar boy, but I changed my religion, right? I became a Jehovah's Witness. I left that. I became an Anglican. Now I just respect all religions. I just respect all religions. So it's just that way. I just respect all religions. So that's my story. So I've had a very bad run-in with the Roman Catholic priests. A very bad run-in I've had with them. So 3 occasions. There were 3 occasions. So, but like I had good Jesuit priests. Those priests were wonderful priests. Wonderful priests. I loved them. I admired them. Then the Jesuits, I left and lay people took over the school. But I had left the school by then and I joined Christ Church. So yeah, so that is it. Talking about religion. So, you know, it's all man-made. All these things are man-made. Do like this, do like that. You look at the Roman Catholic prayers; they have changed so much. They change, I think, year by year. They change. Year by year they change. So that way. So I have nothing against any religion. I still go to the church, even when I was in Thailand. There was a nice, very nice church. Very nice church. It's very far from where I am. But anytime I'm down that side, I would make it a point to go to that church. Very calm, very peaceful. That's the best time to go to church when nobody is there. Best time to go to church. But yes, I have gone. I've gone with my wife, gone with other people for mass. I've gone. I've gone. Only thing I don't, when I go to the Catholic church, I never take communion. If I go to the Anglican church, I take communion. I don't, because I respect the religion. The priest doesn't know I'm Anglican or Protestant or what I am. He doesn't know, right? He'll offer me the communion, but I just know, religious wise, I'm not a Catholic. I shouldn't be there having the communion, so I just don't have it. So that's the only thing. So my wife, my kids used to get up. They used to go for communion and come back. They used to always wonder, Daddy, why you're not going? Then give you another instance when we were in Dubai and my kids were attending the Roman Catholic. They used to go for Bible classes. Okay, because they had to receive their first Holy Communion, right? That's another big thing, first Holy Communion, and all. So they had to go for Bible classes and all before that. So when they were going for Bible classes, I used to sit on the parapet outside the church. I used to sit on the parapet. Because 1 hour was Bible classes and then 1 hour was church service. And they always used to tell me, they never knew the difference, right? They used to say, Daddy, you must come and teach, you must come and teach. All the teachers are not nice. You're already a teacher, so you can teach, better the catechism classes to us. Now, what to tell them? Why I'll come and teach the Roman Catholic religion, right? Correct. I used to be sitting, and I tell you, I must demonstrate. I must demonstrate to you. I must demonstrate to you. So I'm sitting on the parapet. Okay, I'm sitting on a parapet. Okay, so let's say this is the parapet. I'm sitting on the parapet, and there are many people, many men sitting on the parapet with me. Okay, they are all sitting on the parapet, smoking, talking, smoking, talking. Suddenly you hear ting ting ting. The blessing, the Eucharist time when the priest is blessing the wine and they are blessing the host. When the priest is doing that. Oh my God! All these people stand up. All they stand up, heads are bowed, Hands are folded. They are all bowing down. Heads are bowed, hands are folded. They are all bowing down. Only for a short time. As soon as the prayers are over, back again they are sitting, smoking, talking. Now you tell me, if that is not a mockery of religion, what is that? If that is not a mockery of religion, what is that? So, I've seen too many examples like this, too many examples. Like I said, even the Protestant, there was so much of problems, there was so much there in the religion. Now, for me, I just call myself a practicing Christian, and I can visit a temple, I can visit a mosque, I can visit anything. I visited the Buddhist temples also. I visited Indian, Hindu temples. I visited the mosque in Dubai when I was there. I visited the mosques, but I went with a stationary friend of mine, and we used to be right behind because they are strict like that. So I do not know what kind of prayers, when to stand, when to kneel, when to raise your bum in the air, and all that. So I used to follow him, and we used to be right behind, so nobody can see us. You know. So I've been to a mosque also. So I've been to all religions. I'm open to all religions. It's like that. So yeah, so that is the story about coming back to marriage. Coming back to marriage. I had a lot of problems. So yeah. So I don't believe in the sanctity of marriage today. What is marriage? Just two people living together is more than enough. You love each other. You are committed to your life. Sometimes marriage has just become a piece of paper that people are just hanging on to. Hanging on to what will people say, what will this happen, what will that, what will, and they are having fights, they are having other things. Stephen Harang again. Oh, Stephen, you're still here. Mm. So that is my personal experience. Very bad experience I had, right from marriage, father-in-law's funeral, and daughter's birth. What more? Birth, death, marriage. What more? What more? Now my daughter also, you don't find her going to church very often and things like that. I don't ask also what she religion or what is she following or anything. That's each one's personal thing. Let them do what they want, right? But that's life. I just thought I will pick on some themes, just something like this, social themes, But when that family, the way that wife was fooling around with even school children, and I at that time I really changed it. My outlook in life changed. I said no, it's better people get divorced. It's better they get divorced, and the younger the children, the better. Children will adopt themselves. They will adapt themselves. No problem. It's better. It's better. See, I didn't get harang for a long time, so I just refreshed my page. From the time I refreshed it last time till now, it's been quite long. No, no, no harang, no harang. So I refreshed my page. I got harang. Yeah, so that is my story. I've never shared with anyone now. I've shared it publicly, And yet we had our ups and downs, but we were married for 39 and a half years. The day she died was 39 and a half years marriage. And we were actually planning. We had a very big show for our silver jubilee. We were in Dubai when we celebrated 25 years. We had a live band playing. We had it in a big hotel. Good feasting, very good. We spent a lot, and we had a church service like a marriage. We had it in the church. We had like a marriage in the church. Okay, no gown and all, no big gown with a trail and all, but she dressed in white, and we had a church marriage where we like renewed our vows. Yeah, but we had a church marriage, like we renewed our vows and all that. So yeah, that was a nice occasion, 25th anniversary. We renewed the vows, and we were planning. Though my wife was in a critical condition, but we were still planning for our 40th year, and then for the 50th golden jubilee, we were planning. What should we do? What should we not do? Where should we have? How to do it? Because now she was in a wheelchair and all. How we'll do it? And we were planning on the 40th one because we are 39 and a half. We were planning on the 40th, and then we said we will go into the 50th. Plan for the 50th. Then she went out before that, 6 months more. 'I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times. This time the hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucy. Oh, let's see what our poll is like. What has our poll reached? 78% says yes, 22% says no. 22% must be only me and my angels. To end the poll. Nine people voted. Okay. Yes was 77%. No was 22%. 23. 9 people. Oh, there are 9 likes. 9 likes. So all the 9 people who were here and liked the video, they who clicked on like, so they all must have voted. Nice. That's good. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for your poll, for voting, casting your poll, sharing your views, sharing your views. I've stopped believing in the idealistic. I stopped believing in the idealistic, and I follow something that is more practical. I follow something that is more practical. That's what I kind of believe in now. To be more practical than idealistic. Like if I ever think of settling down again, if I ever think of settling down, I'm not at this age not interested in marriage. I just go to church and feed other people and all. Marriage for what? At the most, have a civil marriage with just two or three new people around that way. But even what is marriage? And talking about benefits and all, like CK mentioned about benefits and all. Well, in Canada, it's different. Today, they have a common law partner. I think in states also they have, and most of the countries may be having it. But today, it is like a common law partner. So you may not be married, but if you have a common law partner that have been together for many years, they have the same rights and privileges as a wife would have. Same rights and privileges. Tomorrow, if I pass away and any inheritance or anything, they also get part of it. My pension, they will get part of it. So, all those things, benefits, they get just like our wife would have got, they would get it. You don't have to have a marriage certificate and you don't have to be married. But you have to prove that you have been together for so long and, they call you and they grill you with questions and come to know. There are some very intricate questions that only a husband and wife would know. So they know whether you are together or not together, or you're just come for a piece of convenience or something. So yeah, but they allow common law partner, right? They allow that. I think in US and most of the Western countries they have the same thing. So Europe and Britain, Australia, New Zealand, I'm sure they have the same thing. A common law partner. If you can prove that, it's same privileges as a wife. So you'll get the benefits, you'll get everything. And today many people also they don't believe in the big marriage, call so many people and feed. Those days it was all tradition to do all that. You're starting out with life, and you have a big party, get married, but you have a big party and feed so many people, and you spend thousands and thousands of that same thousand you can start life with, right? If you're really well to do, financially very sound, and you want to throw away money, yeah, go ahead and do it, right? Not otherwise. All that money you might as well keep for yourself. And what gifts you get? You get gifts which are throwaway gifts, finally. Nobody really gives you such good gifts. So, and any of the value of the gifts you get is nothing compared to the value of the what you spend, for a marriage. So, yeah, sometimes the young girls, they like to, be in that bridal dress and go down the aisle, walk down the aisles, and be given away by the father and blah blah blah. So some people would want to go through all that, just for that, and then 2 days later start fighting. Not 2 days later start fighting. No, I, I feel it. I feel it is so funny. I feel it is so funny that when they get married, the veil is lifted up, and oh, the groom and may kiss the bride, and they kiss. They've been kissing bloody before that, and they've done more than kissing before that. But yet the veil is down, and you lift and give the kiss, like stupid. I think it's so stupid. Just to follow ritual. It's so stupid. They've already kissed, and they've done more than kissing also from before. So that's why I said, I think I like to look at things more realistic, instead of idealistic. Even when I was joined the Anglican Church as a secretary, we youngsters, we got together and we decided, what is the stereotype prayers, no meaning. So we decided to have our own mass, and we would play, songs and all, the hymns and all. We would jazz it up and play it and all, and our parish priest was quite open-minded person. So he said, I'll have to get special permission from the bishop. So we said, okay, ask the bishop. So he went, and the bishop agreed. The bishop gave a special permission that yes, we can have it, but we cannot have it on Sunday morning. We can have it on Sunday evening. So everything was advertised, and we had a lot of opposition from the elderly people, the staunch, people, even Protestant, the staunch people who are the pillars of the church, we call them, right? Pillars of the church. So it's very what is this youngster? What do they think of themselves? Bringing music into the church, it's like sacrilege, sacrilege. Bringing music into the church and instruments and all. What is this? Don't they have the organ in the church? Right? They have an organ in the church to play it. So I don't see anything wrong. So anyhow, we said we are having it in the evening. So some of them came in the evening, came and afterward they were criticizing, and all they were saying, oh, blasphemous and all. What the blasphemous in this? A long story short, we had it twice, and then after that we had to shut it down because they were putting a strong objection. They even sent a petition to the bishop. Say we ban all these youngsters from attending the church and all sort of thing. That's why, what is religion? All man-made actually. Religion is only man-made. This time we are clean. Put the fountain to leave me see. When I told the priest, you get pregnant women married. We at least coming decently, and we are asking you, and you're getting pregnant women married. That is okay for you. He did not know which side to look. to find time to see. I've refreshed two screens, but one ads came, the other one no ads. One the ads have started, the other one no, not starting. I'll have to wait another few minutes more. Huh? Why is it ending? Well, live stream is still carrying on. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucy. 400 children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times. This time your thing won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucy. I'm not chasing you away, Stephen, but are you going to catch up on beauty sleep? Okay, now the other started. The other one ended, but this one started because I kept on refreshing. Kept on refreshing. Yeah, so that's my story. Rang, okay, so maybe about 4 times, right? Stephen also had it about 5:13. At 5:01, Stephen said harang, and at 5:13 again he said harang. So he had it about 5 times, and me inside he must have had it about 4 times, right? I'll be loving you eternally. There'll be no one you, my dear, for me. Now I miss you. It's a wonderful life. Just remember, darling, remember you're mine. Do, 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 and now I miss you. It's a wonderful life. Just remember, darling, remember you're mine. Just remember, darling, remember you're mine. I refreshed and it got ads, and now ads started again on its own. What about the other one? It only comes to some people, no? No ad on the other one. Why is this happening? The will to be free. Okay, ad started. Oh, no, this is some other video. My video. Okay, put it back to my video now. You still watching, says me inside. Thank you, me inside. Yeah, the ads have started now. Turn away from me, darling. Maybe Steven has fallen asleep. He must be so tired, he must have fallen asleep. Poor fellow. Not easy working 12 hours in the night, especially. Funny, Joyce was not here. Maybe she's having Wi-Fi problems. Otherwise, she would have come. It's holiday time, right? Oh, miss you. Wonderful time. Just remember, darling, remember your mind. We'll be singing out the glory of land. The river Jordan will be near. Sound of trumpets you will hear. Across the bridge, there's no more sorrow. Across the bridge, there's no more. Ingat pa lagi, matlog na ako. Let's find out what that means. Peter, what does that mean? Or Stephen, what does that mean? You know more Tagalog than what I know. Ingat pa lagi, okay, take care. Is that you're going off to sleep? Matulog. I I will start at 7. I will sleep now. Okay, sure, sure. That's what I was wondering, I said it's your bedtime, or maybe you dozed off. Okay, Stephen, good night and take care. All right. So funny saying good night in the morning, right? But good night and take care. Catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm having an off, so I'll do a live stream tomorrow. I'm having an off, so I will do a live stream. I'll try go live tomorrow. Let me see if it works. I'll try go live. I wish I can log in. I cannot log in from a phone. You start at 7. What's the time now? 6:30. Okay, 7 you will start. You're doing casting or you're doing live? Thanks, Stephen, for coming here, sharing, participating in the poll, giving us your life story. Thank you so much for sharing. I've been rolling to the moving on, moving on. There's a place in this. Take care. I will go to sleep now. Okay, that is what it means. Okay, I will go to sleep. Okay. Where my restless heart all alone. I have a place in sun, where there's hope for everyone. Got to find me a place in the sun. Let me refresh my page and see if ads are coming. Okay, one side ads have come. I think the other side also ads will come. Yeah, ads are coming both sides. After refreshing, ads are coming both sides. So see, if I don't refresh, it will really come. I'll be there by the Red River Valley. I'll be there waiting early for you. I'll be there in that Red River Valley. I'll be waiting on the valley I went back to the wild side of life. Oh, I'm so happy I can see the comments. I can comment here. I can type back the comments if I want to type something. Something just struck me. Let me try the Chrome. Let me try Chrome. Now I want to see the casting, what happens. I think the casting will work, but I don't know about the live stream. Because when I click go live, it says cannot. It says cannot, so I don't know. I try to open YouTube on my phone from Google Chrome, but it's opening the original one. Share a song and a melody. You will always remember the way it used to be. Again, the ads have come. Ads have come from one. I refreshed it again. The ads have come. From one, it has come. I don't know. No, the other one is not coming. I'll have to wait a few minutes more. Live with the sexiest top. Okay, we'll go live with the sexiest top. Are you? Can we see it? If we see it, I will end my live stream right now. I will be. I will become the Pita stalker. I will become the Pita stalker. The future is not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Parang, okay. She got the fifth or the sixth. I refreshed my screen and I got Haram. Why is this ending? Live stream is still going on, but it's changing to another video. I just don't understand why. Okay, Pita, thank you for being the last person here. Thank you, Pita, for being the last person here. I will end my live stream. Okay, Pita. Thank you so much, and thank you, everyone. God bless you. I can pin my message for the prayers. You missed it so long, I missed it so long. Yeah, at least now I can do that again. Yeah, what a wonderful thing I can do. So please pray for all these people, okay? Forgot to ask Stephen how Martha is doing. I can pin messages and all time God of. Okay then. So love and God bless. Thank you. God bless you and your families and take care. And au revoir. Hasta luego till we meet again. Bye, 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 bye. I hope the casting can go well like this. I can see the video and I can this. Let me see. If that is there, I'll try go live tomorrow. Uh, Pita, but you got work tomorrow. You got work. And then I could have tried it out with you. Anyhow, let's see how it goes.